Hello and welcome back to another session of online lectures. Last time we were learning about whole numbers and we saw property, closure property, commutative property. Today we are going to learn associative property. If you haven't watched the previous video, please check in the description box for the link and please watch that video. Now coming back to the associative property. Associative property means if there are 3 or more than 3 numbers, you can group the numbers in any order and answer of the arithmetic operation will be same. For example, if I check for addition, if there are 3 whole numbers, suppose 2, 3 and 5, okay. So no matter in which order I add them, suppose if I add 2 and 3 first and then add 5 to the answer, or if I add 3 and 5 first and then add 2 to the answer, or if I add 2 and 5 and then add 3 to the answer, doesn't matter, answer will be same for all the cases. 2 plus 3 5, 5 plus 5 10, 5 plus 3 8, 8 plus 2 10, 5 plus 2 7 plus 3 10. So for all these grouping, different groupings, answers are same. That means addition follows associative property for whole numbers, right? So I can simply say I can say in the simple words that whole numbers are associative on addition. Okay, let us move further and check for subtraction. Is it possible? Suppose there are 3 numbers 10, 2 and 1. 10 minus 2 minus 1. So if I subtract these two first and then subtract 1, 10 minus 2, that is 8, minus 1, that will be 7. What if I subtract these two first and then do the remaining operation? 2 minus 1, that is 1. 10 minus 1 is 9. Are these two answers same? No. So subtraction does not follow associative property for whole numbers. Okay. Let us check for multiplication. Suppose there are 3 numbers 2, 3 and 4. If I multiply these two numbers and then multiply 4 with them, or if I multiply 3 and 4 first and then multiply 2, or if I multiply 2 and 4 first and then multiply 3, answer will be same for all the cases. Let us check. 2 3s are 6, 4s are 24, 3 4s are 12, 2s are 24, 2 4s are 8, 3s are 24. For all the answer, for all the operations, 24 is the answer. That means answer is same. So in multiplication does follow associative property for the whole number. Let us write this down. Addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Addition does follow, subtraction does not follow, multiplication does follow. Yes. Let us check for division. Division. If I do 6 divided by 2 divided by 1, that is 6 divided by 2 is 3 divided by 1. 3 divided by 1 is 3. What if I do 6 divided by 1 divided by 2? That is 6 divided by 2, answer is 3. What if I do 1 divided by 2 and then divide by 6? 1 by 2 divided by 6, answer won't be 3. therefore division does not follow. Associative property. So let us mark this in this sheet that it does not follow. So associative property is followed by addition and multiplication only. The subtraction and division does not follow associative property. Okay. Let us move further. Now there is something called as distributive property. Distributive property. As the name suggests, there will be a distribution of something. Something means number here in whole. Suppose A, B and C are three whole numbers. If its operation like this, then it can be solved as A multiplied by B. Let me use a different color pen. A multiplied by B followed by A multiplied by C, and whatever operation is there we have to write that. Okay. So A multiplied by B I have written sign plus and then A multiplied by C. Why it is called distributive property? Because A gets distributed among B and C and vice versa. Understood? Okay. Distributive property can be used in natural numbers as well. So it is not that kind of property for which we have to check the answers. No, it simply it says that if these three numbers are there, then it and this operation is there, then A gets distributed among B and C. Okay, and this is true for all the whole numbers, all the natural numbers as well. Now let us learn about additive identity. Additive identity, that simply means which number is there to which if I add A, answer will be A itself. So there is only one number which is 0. So 0 is the additive identity for whole numbers. Okay, you can check 2 plus 0 is 2, 0 plus 3 is 3, 5 plus 0 is 5 and so on. List goes on and on. Then there comes a multiplicative identity. Multiplicative identity. Please excuse my handwriting. Which number is there when multiplied with A gives me answer as A. So there is only one number which is 1. Okay. So 1 is multiplicative identity. Easy. So a question might be asked in exam for MCQ, which of the following is multiplicative identity? 2, 1, 3 or 4? 0. Answer will be 1, of course. Then comes multiplication by 0. Which you already know, any number multiplied by 0 gives you answer as 0. We have to check for division, which is very important. Always remember, 0 divided by any number, answer is 0. But any number divided by 0 is not defined, because we can never divide any number with 0. Okay. Now, thank you for watching. In next session, we will try to solve some problems, and you have to keep revising this material which I have put in the description box, whose link I have put in the description box, so you can download it from there. Okay, thank you.